Welcome to Midweek Football with Young Leg and BurrOaks, brought to you by 2 Foot Talk. We've got Champions League action, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Neymar dancing, Vinny dancing, and why the fuck is there a Newcastle highlight? Either way, we're getting into it. Let's get the winners, and let's get some midweek football. What's going on? You are tuned into Midweek Football, brought to you by 2 Foot Talk. I am your host. They call me Young Leg. UCL edition. Of course, I got the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. BurrOaks in here. Hey, yo, Bird, what's going on? And then we had to bring in our Italian correspondent. And Nick's already told me how to say his last name, but I'm not going to try to butcher it or remember it now.
What's up, fellas? How are we?
Good, man. How about you?
Yanni?
Doing well. Deanna, you got it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You got it. Thank you for having me back.
That first part and add in that where I said it right. Thanks, Bruce.
Thanks for coming on, man. Your boys Lazio got a nice little fucking dub this weekend. So.
Dude, crazy stat. Listen, Jake, it's great to have fans, bro. I appreciate you. 7 out of the 9 games in Serie A this weekend were draws. Is that the fucking craziest thing you've ever seen?
Dude, I have no idea how Atalanta choked away that lead because I'm not going to lie. I had a lot of shit going on. Like, it was a super busy Monday with UCL. So as soon as Samacha got his goal and Palmer got his goal for Chelsea, I'm like, dope. I don't need to watch any more soccer for the rest of the day. I can get my baseball play of the day out and then do the prep work for this. But, yeah, the fact that Atalanta choked, the fact that Serie A was just chock full of ties, it was wild shit.
Hey, yo. Are you counting the Roma game that got disbanded as not one of the
No, I didn't even count that, but that was a draw.
I'm not counting that either because they're going to finish that at the same point they stopped at. So
I saw it happening when all the other teams tied, and then it's like, oh, they'll catch them. Up, nope, tie. Up, nope, tie. And even Inter tied because I was like flirting with that. I was like, am I gonna take the races to get a double chance versus Inter? Or no.
So Oaks hit the nail on the head, man. It's a great week for Lazio. Just about 3 months too late.
Yeah, right.
Gain 2 points when doesn't mean shit, but no, I think the takeaway, dude, is these teams in the relegation battle, that like the ones that are really fighting and clawing, that need every single point, they just looked hungry, or they pulled considering a draw and upset, but they pulled some of the upsets. Fun to watch.
Don't want to pat myself on
the impression too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't want to pat myself on the back too hard here and break my arm, but I called a week ago when Sassuolo dropped points to Salonistra. I'm like, they're going to find a way to get points against AC Milan. That's just who Sassuolo is. Robin Hood, steal from the rich and give them right back to the poor.
All right, enough Serie A, guys. I don't want to. Hold on.
Yeah, we can wait till Wednesday.
There's no fucking Italian teams in the UCL.
I know.
Oh, shit. Did you hear me, Nick? Sorry.
No, yeah. I've been watching.
All right, anyway. Let's get into the shit game. And mostly because I hate both these teams. But we got Barcelona. Barcelona is hosting PSG at whatever bullshit stadium they're using in the Camp Nou. Limited fans for Barca because it is their junior stadium, and PSG is going to be coming in hot. And the only thing I'm really looking for here is what's going to happen with Dembele. Now, I've seen a lot of Barcelona fans that were really upset that he celebrated his goal against them. And I was like, were y'all really like, do you really care that much? Do you think he liked y'all? You saw it when he left you. Like, he did y'all a favor by signing a little mini contract so you'd make a little bit of money selling him to PSG rather than him just leaving for free. I think that was the respectful thing he did. Otherwise, that match was never a good match. He did not seem like he enjoyed his time there. It doesn't seem like any of the managers really liked him that much. So to be like, that's disrespectful, especially when you had João Felix celebrate against Atleti, who is still his owner.
Right.
You all thought, show them. But now all of a sudden you guys are talking about disrespect when he celebrates at his new team stadium. And again, he's French and doesn't really fuck with y'all. I feel like that was really clear. I thought it was weird that they were disrespected by that, and they were kind of like, wait till he comes back to Spain, like he's gonna hear an earful. Well, not really. You can't even put that many people in the stadium. So what kind of earful are we talking about? And then I immediately was like, okay, what's a Dembele foul? So I'm looking at that minus 135. Dembele to score assists. I was looking at Dembele shots on target, all plus money. And it feels like Barcelona fans are kind of setting themselves up for Dembele to not even be like a huge game, to just do anything attacking wise, and I'll get paid. So
Yep.
I don't know what you guys are feeling about this one, but I'm looking at PSG thinking, hey, please do anything. The draw no bet is even plus money still. Do anything at all, PSG, besides get your ass beat, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that they're gonna be like the. We all know that this team is definitely not the same outside of the Parc des Princes. And even though this isn't the camp now, like PSG's not that good on the road, and they haven't been that good on the road in the UCL either. I'm pretty sure Newcastle had them in their pockets when they went to St. James Park. Didn't Newcastle beat the brakes off them 3-1, 4-1,
right?
something like
4-0,
that?
I thought.
Yeah. So yeah, this PSG team outside of the Parc des Princes really ain't shit. I do think Mbappe gets involved. Like, he has to. I know he was held off the score sheet last time. Again, that's a bet that, like, I know nobody likes to hear us be like, yo, I'm fine with losing. When you give me Mbappe at a plus number and he doesn't score, I'm fine with losing that bet. Because the more times I take Mbappe at a plus number to score, the more, and he doesn't do it, it just, to me makes it more and more likely that I'm going to continue to get a better number on him. And he's always going to find the back of the net somehow. Then again, his manager is just completely off of his rocker, and I don't really know what to do with that. But yeah, I think Barca end up winning here at home in regulation. I do see goals again because I don't trust either of these teams' defenses. I know Ter Stegen made some nice saves, but like Barca, I don't think they were challenged over the weekend. I can't remember who they played, but I took them on the money line thinking it was going to be kind of a flop of a game, and I think they won 1-0.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
to be honest with you.
Yeah, so, I mean, the important thing to mention here before we go any further is Roberto and Christensen are both suspended on yellow cards, so we won't see them. That they were kind of difference makers there in the second half versus PSG. The fact that Rafinha to score or assist is plus 100 is pretty outrageous to me. You guys know I'm going to talk about it again. Asensio, yes, I know he's on PSG. Yes, I know he's moved on. He's a former Madrid guy. The hate for Barcelona does not leave your system. He hates Barcelona. He is going to want to flex on them in front of their own fans. So Asensio to score or assist at plus 140, I think has a lot of value. But he did get subbed off in the first half last game, and he wasn't super effective, which isn't a surprise. That's why we let him walk. But he did get us our shot on target, and his shot on target's minus 110 again. So, like, I'm definitely going back to Asensio's shot on target. If he starts, like Leg said, Dembele to score or assist plus 165 / shot on targets plus 115. Like, we just watched him do it. Why would I think he can't do it again? And then I'll let Nick go. I want to take all the bets, and I'll come back and I'll hit you guys with anything else I have left over.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, I do want to pat us all on the back because I think we had this game dead to fucking rights last week. Like the absence of maybe Mbappe having anything to do with the result. We told you all, PSG, this is their go away stage in the Champions League. Barcelona, even though they haven't been that good this year, they're the proven team in this scenario. Take them on the spread. They won the game outright. I think I'm kind of with you, Oaks. At home, tough to see PSG coming and winning by a goal or more than a goal. All these lines are juiced. I mean, really, really tough. I'm kind of in an alternative market kind of place for this game. I think corners are playable. Over 10.5 is even money. There were, I think, 14 corners in the first leg. I think cards are playable. Barca team total over 2.5 minus 105. They had 4 yellow cards last game. I think we can kind of see a repeat of that. And then who's the guy that shows up? I mean, does Rafinha have another game? He basically will cement himself into like Barcelona history if he has anything
You know what's
close to a
let me
goal.
stop you for a second. You know what's sad about that is he literally scored his first and second goal of the competition last leg.
But that's the thing about this competition. It takes one game, right? One performance.
That because you're right. That is Barcelona legacy. That's what's
No,
sad.
but I'm not even trying to bring the extreme Barcelona hate. But dude, you have one good month in this competition, and that's what people remember. So if he can get another goal, 2 shots on goal, I think is realistic. It's like plus 250. That's kind of where I'm looking for this one. But I couldn't agree with you more, Oaks. Mbappe at even money or better, you have to take it. If it loses, okay.
This is where I wanted to get back around to, and I wanted to give Nick a chance to talk on this. Look, he didn't score last game. Again, that happens. He's got like over 120 UCL caps, and he's got a goal in like 98 of them. So, yeah, Louis, again, 78% of the time he steps on the pitch, he scores a goal in a UCL match. The fact that you can get him at plus 130 at home in front of the home fans, I think that number is just flat out disrespectful. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it every time, and I'm going to take it until Barcelona's knocked out of the UCL. That said, like, I don't want to particularly shit on Barcelona here, but Nick is right when he's talking about cementing like a Rafinha legacy game kind of deal, because Barcelona hasn't made it out of groups in UCL in 2 years. Like, these fans, and listen, I know we got the Clasico coming this weekend, but like, Barca, come on, y'all. Come on. You think you're winning this league? You think first of all, you need a 6-point swing off us, and then you need us to fold and completely lose the bag. And we're just not going to do that. So the other couple of things I want to mention, since Bird is here, Bird had a great shout. Yamal for 2 shots was minus 110 last game, which was disgusting. He had it in the first half.
That guy with no goals?
Yeah, it's not there anymore. That number's obviously way more juiced now that they're at home. But Yamal shot on target at minus 129 is still a very playable number in my eyes. He had 2 shots. I believe one of them went on target. If not, whatever. I don't really care. Again, I mentioned Asensio, Dembele. Kang-in Lee. He was one of my long shots on target guys. I love what Kang-in Lee's done. He came over from Frankfurt. He's been a stud. Lee can flat out ball. His shot on target has dropped from plus 205 to plus 150, and I still think it has value at plus 150. He put 2 on frame last game. Kang-in Lee loves jacking for chicks from the midfield, and if you remember his Bundesliga days, you know he's really goddamn good at it too. Gundogan, Pedri, João Cancelo, all their shots on target numbers look really good. Gundogan's plus 160. Pedri is plus 180. And João Cancelo, again, I know he didn't hit last week, but I've seen this guy play Champions League football. I know that he plays left back or right back, but he's always jacking for chicks. And a lot of times a loose ball finds him on the edge of the box. And plus 225, even for a garbage shot directly into the keeper's chest, still gets you paid at plus 225.
All right, I'm going to ruin a few things for you here. One, that Rafinha shout. I'm sorry you had to play against the backup right back last week because now Hakimi's back. So I'm looking at Hakimi for shot on target, Hakimi to score assists. And I also think that solidifies the back line rather than trying to throw Marquinhos at right back to guard Rafinha's fast ass. So I'm gonna just throw a little bit of water on that Rafinha fire y'all were spitting.
No, that's fair.
Lamine Yamal, I think for as much as he's been kind of the interviews I watch him do about the UCL and these like big moments for him, haven't seen it. Would love to. Well, I keep hearing possible youngest goal scorer in Champions League history. I've heard it all season because he still has not scored a single goal. I think he's more of the setup guy, so I do think it would be probably a Lewandowski game. I'm also looking at PSG on the draw no bet because I don't think Barcelona's foot's going to be on the gas. They're chilling with a 1-0 lead at their own stadium. I can't really blame them for playing a little bit more defensive here and sitting a little bit more in shape. I think Pedri's shot on target is a great shout. I hope to see him start. I think the Cards shout is also a good shout. I am hoping to see Romeo in that lineup, Christensen maybe in the midfield so I can see a couple more hacks in there. Araujo, Koundé still hacks. Yao Cancelo, if he gets caught out, I think that the who is it? Kubarasi is probably going to be starting, the like 17-year-old kid. He's a good shot for a yellow. So Barca over 2.5 yellows I also liked. And I actually am looking at the under. Under 3.5 is at -135. I really don't think that there's going to be the same amount of goals. I think that we had a great week of Champions League football last week.
Once in a lifetime.
Yeah, don't let that just put like, oh, let me just take both teams to score over 2.5 on every single game. It hit last week. We don't know if that's going to happen again. That was crazy. Like, did you see the XG in the Man City Real Madrid game? It was like 0.6 to 0.8.
Yeah.
And 6 goals in it. Like we saw just a lot of bangers last week, and I'm not sure if it's going to be the same. So be careful.
My neighbors were hollering at me to shut the fuck up because there were 5 goals in like 10 minutes, and I was losing my shit with the door open.
Yeah, so other than that, yeah, I'm just on Dembele foul and Hakimi props because I do think Hakimi being back is going to change a lot of things. He's a great link up with the between Barcola and Mbappe, and I also think Barcola is probably going to start over Asensio.
So, dude, the one thing I don't ever understand that, like, I just can't seem to find a way to handicap for it because it doesn't make sense to me. Like, everything you mentioned, like, Barcelona, you're at home. You have a 1-goal advantage coming into this. Like you said, the mentality is, oh, sit back. We had a 1-goal lead. We're going to be opportunistic. We're going to hit on the count. Dude, come out on the front foot, score the first goal. And now this team has to put 3 past you just to fucking try to make something happen. And like teams don't approach it that way. And like I always try to look at
out going for goal, then it's oh shit, now it's tied.
Right.
On the flip side.
So I don't know.
Like,
it's just
it depends who your manager is and where your strengths lie, I guess.
Yeah.
Tough to me. But I just want to close on the same thing I said last week that I'll continue to say until they prove it. Like until PSG wins this tie, they don't get our money. Plain and simple.
Yeah, they're notoriously bad against Barcelona too, if we're just looking at past matchups. All good? Everyone good on this one?
Yep.
All right, because I got very little for this game. Dortmund versus Atleti. This is actually the shit game. Atleti has made this an absolutely disgusting game because they just came out and smacked this shit out of Dortmund, which I don't think anyone was really prepared for. Adeyemi stinker didn't help us either. Daniel Malin is back, but for me, I have 1, 2, 3. I have like 4 picks, and then I have a list of guys who I think are hacks. That's all I'm doing for this one. But Nick, we'll start with you this time.
Yeah, it's a tough one for me. I think Atletico, listen, in a great position. They're having a great Champions League. Everybody's got to be super happy with it. Of all the games that we're not taking an over for, I think this one screams that the most to me. This like kind of is under 3. If I'm looking at it, it definitely moved a bit because when I looked at it yesterday, it was like -125. It's -140 now. So I don't know that I would advocate for playing under 3, but I don't know, like take an under 4 and throw it in a parlay somewhere. Corner kicks this is another corner kick game for me. I think there was 8 apiece last game, so 16 total. I think that 10.5, if you can get it maybe even a little bit lower at 9.5 is probably a good way to go. Atletico Madrid team total is 3.5 corners, -110. Like I said, they had 8 last game. Not going to necessarily be attacking the same way, same kind of situation as we talked about, because they're up a goal and they are away from home, but I don't see a way that.
So.
What's up?
I said their manager's also Simeone, so
Right, but I mean they've been on the front foot. I don't know. So again, it's like a tough. So much harder this week than last week. I feel like. I mean, easy to say since we fucking nailed it, but. These are just proceed with caution a little bit more than usual for me.
Say it with me, guys. Atleti doesn't keep clean sheets. I said it last week, and I'll say it again. As a guy who covers La Liga every single week, I assure you, Atleti does not keep clean sheets. They are going to need goals here. Also, like the whole Simeone ball thing, like I don't want to say it's dead. Like, yeah, he doesn't have the personnel to play that scumbag, possess the football.
He's playing with 5 midfielders, Oaks.
I know he's playing with 5 midfielders, but 2 of them suck, and both of them push forward, especially on the wings. Now, I will say that I do think that the opportunities for goals here are going to be a little bit more limited for Atleti because Lino is suspended on yellows. We all know how much I like Lino. He had his shot on target in the first 15 fucking minutes again. We know that Lino loves gunning up the left. Like, we know how good Lino is. So that is a major blow for Atleti. Now, the other thing I want to mention, because I forgot to do it last show, and I was absolutely kicking myself when this happened in the first 5 minutes. This is Witzel's first game back at Dortmund in front of the yellow wall since he went to Atleti. I think that Witzel, who had a headed shot on target in the first leg in Atleti, has a little bit of a nice chip on his shoulder. Hey, look at me, Dortmund. I'm over here at Atleti now. Look what we're doing. When I was with Dortmund, we weren't playing this well. We kept washing out. We'd maybe get one round further than we thought before we washed out. And that's about it in Champions League. So I don't know. I just kind of have Witzel's name circled here. It's his return to Dortmund's building. It's going to be in front of the yellow wall. I don't know. I just got a gut feeling that Witzel might do something here. So I got to put that in the show. That said, if anyone's taking anything other than Atleti draw no bet at plus 150, you don't watch Dortmund. Like this okay, cool. You can throw it back at me, but like Atleti, they're just playing way better football. I still think this is an over game. I think this is both teams to score over 2.5. Dortmund's, there's no way they're getting clean sheeted in their own building. It's just not happening. The yellow wall will not tolerate that sort of tomfoolery, especially after watching Leverkusen win the league, knowing that they're sitting on the outside of Champions League looking in right now on the German table because they suck in Germany. This team cannot figure themselves out anywhere except right here in Champions League. So, again, they came through the group of death. And I hate to just sit here and badmouth Dortmund, but every single time I look at them, I go, what is this lineup? This is different from every lineup you've put out so far this year, and I can't get a hold on these guys. That being said, Griezmann to score assist away on the road at plus 105. Disrespectful ass number because we know Morata ain't getting the job done. Griezmann's the only guy backpacking this Atleti club. So you're going to give me a plus number on him to score or assist? He puts up like 18 to 20 goal contributions a year. So a lot of times he goes Casper the Ghost for like 8 or 9 games in a row, but then he just turns it back on and is like, oh, that's right, I'll just do 3 today.
I think he's plus 400 to assist, which I thought was out of control.
That's so disrespectful.
Yeah.
That's so disrespectful on a guy like Griezmann, who's also taking all of the set pieces. He's going to take every single free kick. So, yeah, Griezmann's assist is a standalone if you don't like the combo. At that much plus money is 100%. Great shout there, Nick. Like Leg said, Malin is back. Him to score assist. Malin's the engine that makes Dortmund run. Plus 140, disrespectful ass number. Adeyemi shot on target is really juiced now at minus 135. It's going to be tough for me to take that as a standalone unless I get some better movement. Here's another long shot on target that we're getting absolutely boned on now. That if you didn't get on last week, this one might not be playable, unlike Kenyon Lee's. Sabitzer, shot on target. We cashed it plus 160. He takes all the free kicks for Dortmund. In front of the yellow wall, he's minus 110. I still think that's a decent number on a guy who always finds a loose ball in the box and will be taking all the free kicks. And the last shout I got for this is Emily Emil Khan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chan. Yeah, shot on target plus 270. The dude's 7'1". He's giant as fuck. You're telling me his forehead can't find a ball in the box off of a corner? And like you said, Nick, they got 8 of them. Now, most of those probably came late in the second half because Dortmund got their shit pushed in for 75 minutes that game. I also like Atleti team total over 1.5 at plus 132, and I'm done.
Just quickly, Leg, before you go, what do you guys think about Sancho? What number do you have on Sancho for a shot on target? I'm looking at plus 110, and I don't know how I feel about it.
He had an illness, and he hasn't really been shooting a ton. When he's been shooting recently, it's come very late in games in stoppage time, so he's been a little bit more of a setup guy. Fair also, enough. They just love running up the Adeyemi / Gittins White or whatever his name is, the hyphenated last name. They love running up his side instead of Sancho's side. Not 100% sure why, but yeah, he just hasn't had the opportunities, at least from what I've seen over the last 5 Dortmund matches.
Yeah, fair enough. I was expecting to see him at like minus 140, minus 130, and I'm like, appreciate the context.
I want to say this is the Royce game, like somebody said earlier, but like your coach is really fucking stupid, Dortmund. So
yeah, they don't play him.
Know. Isn't this his farewell tour? Isn't his contract done this year? So you'd expect to see him make an appearance in front of the big yellow wall at the Champions League. At home, you'd expect your marquee guy to make an appearance. Betis did it with a fucking 42-year-old Jacqueline. Like, come on now. Give us some love here, Royce. It's not like he's bad at football, too. He could actually help you win the fucking tie. What a weird concept that would be. I took Dortmund on the money line strictly because I don't think Atleti is really that good away from home. Yes, they're having a great Champions League. So is Dortmund, oddly enough. I think Dortmund kind of got smacked in the mouth last week. And Atleti has been riding their high after getting their ass beat by Barca with a couple of big wins. But Dortmund, they come out only down 1 at the Wanda. Very tough place to play. So is it? What is it? Iduna Park? I don't know how to say
it. Yeah, something like that. I looked it up, and then I'm like, I'm not going to try and pronounce that live on stream.
Yeah, so I like Dortmund on the money line. I think that they should be able to get a result here. I think that plus 125 for the big yellow wall is a very good number. I've seen them do it, especially the Spanish teams. They don't have the best record against Dortmund.
Yep.
I like Malin for 2 shots on target at plus 170. Malin to score assists, like Oak said. And then I have Llorente for a shot on target. That was kind of my longer shot. I know he likes to get forward, but he's also one of those players that he could be playing right back or right wing. I have no fucking idea what Simeone's plan is for him.
Yeah.
But and then my list of hacks is Witzel. I took the Oaks angle for the Witzel hack.
Yep.
He did only give me 1 foul last week, which was really fucked up of him because I also saw him swipe a dude's legs out, and then they were like, "Oh, play on." So then I didn't get my second foul. So really, I got robbed. Savage is on there. Azpilicueta is on there. Both fantastic numbers for 2 fouls. I think. No, wait, that was the Man City game. Never mind.
Rodrigo de Paul's due for a card. That scumbag hasn't been booked in like 3 games, so he'll do something shitty.
He just keeps doing interviews that makes me hate him even fucking more than I already did.
If he has the braids too, if he's rocking the braids, guaranteed booking. Like if he's rocking the fucking braids, guaranteed booking.
All right, my next 2 games are the Wednesday games, and I have when I tell you, Nick, that I have a fuck ton of shots on target, a fuck ton.
I don't even go out and prepare them because I know that you guys are going to have so many that it's a market I don't even need to look at. My favorite part about coming on the show.
Back. All right, we got Bayern versus Arsenal. Again, y'all can say what you want. I'm actually really upset that Dave wouldn't come on this week after just being so gung-ho about Arsenal and, Bayern scored 2, Arsenal scoring 4. I do appreciate that his public pick was just Arsenal over 1.5 team total. So, he is still a smart gambler, even with all the EPL mumbo-jumbo I had to listen to. He still made his money on a game that, even though he argued with us and was dead wrong, he still made his money on the game. So, Again, shout out my boy Dave over there, Pitch Wizard. Bayern at home in the Champions League at plus 140, guys. And I've seen this Arsenal game before, and it wasn't very pretty, to put it lightly. It would be a real shame that Bayern, now with fans, against a traveling Arsenal team who is demoralized, 2 winless games at home. Arsenal. What a terrible fucking way to go into a Champions League tie in a knockout against Bayern Munich. You are going to the Allianz Arena. Bayern Munich is plus 140 at the Allianz. That's fucking insane to me. It's really not adding up. But hey, to each their own. I think the smart bet would probably be Bayern draw no bet at minus 125. That's a very good number, especially Bayern at home. And then it's just a shit ton of shots on target or to score assists. So I'm going to let Nick do his thing now.
All right. First and foremost, we will shout out Dave. He did have his pick win, right? Over 1.5. So I wasn't even giving Arsenal credit for that. He nailed it. But let's go back to the same thing we talked about with PSG. This is the game last week that I think you guys agreed with me when I came on and said Arsenal needs to prove it. Bayern has nothing else going for them. They've been in the Champions League. This can reset their entire fucking season. And let's be completely honest. Now, they covered the spread, so we won our bets there. But Bayern are unlucky to not be going home up a goal.
Well, they got robbed out of another penalty kick. If we're being honest.
They sure did.
Better chances, the post that they hit, and thank you for bringing up that non-penalty kick call. And I think I discussed
ref should never be allowed to ref a UCL.
So 100%. So this is where I'm at with it. We're seeing it now in the Champions League. We've seen it in major tournaments. We've just saw it here in the U.S. for college basketball. I know you guys do a ton with college basketball. A lot of non-calls, and the excuse we got was, oh, well, it's late in the game. And, dude, you know what? I want the same calls to be made in minute 1 as I do in minute 90. I don't care if it's a Champions League final. I don't care if it's a group stage game. I don't care what it is. The rules are the rules. The only way it gets better is if we get consistent calls. And there's not a way on the planet that this isn't a penalty kick. It just drove me nuts. So if anybody didn't win a bet because of it, I apologize.
Harry Kane, 2 shots on target would have easily hit there, just saying.
Absolutely. So yeah, listen, I think Bayern is going to be reeling just a tiny bit from the fact that they're not coming home with a 1-goal advantage. But FIFA, I think you nailed it, dude. A win here just makes everybody forget about the shitty fucking season that they had. This is all it will take for them. And I think, I don't know, Harry Kane plus 125 at home in the champion. Like, I don't know how this guy's going to want to score more than anybody on the planet in any game this round. I don't know how you don't take it. I think sneakily, if you like Trossard, I don't know that he's going to start. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But if he starts, I don't know, man. Like dude's kind of a baller. He knows what he's doing. He gets into good positions.
Very good, cheap signing.
Like he's not getting any of the recognition that everybody else is getting. But I think that's kind of a sneaky number on him. And the crazy thing,
the people that are making everyone hate him are Arsenal fans. So
they have that effect on people.
Yep.
Dude, and then I really, really, really want to look at like Arsenal team total corners, 4.5. It's -110. I think there was only 3 corners total in that first leg. Everything was either in the back of the net, stopped by the referee, or 17,000 miles wide.
Byron only had 2 shots on target that game.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of weird. I'm wondering if that corrects itself, but I don't really know where to go to it. But kind of with you guys, Bayern at home, plus number, like, I don't know, take the pick 'em, take the draw, no bet. If you're a little bit scared, you think it goes to extra time. I think I saw this game was like plus 300 to go to extra time or something like that. That's not a bad shout. I don't know. A few things to think about.
I'm gonna play Byron to qualify at -125, and I'm probably gonna play him on the money line at plus 140. Listen up, guys. Byron is about to fucking bless Arsenal into the shadow realm. Do you know how absolutely sick Byron fans are of watching Leverkusen Selly in their face all week? They have not stopped partying out there, and Byron, for once in the last decade, is not lifting the Bundesliga title. I actually thought that made me lose a season-long season totals over-under futures fucking parlay that I am furious about because I took Justin Fields like under passing yards, Madrid on the money line to win their first game, Denver Nuggets to win, whatever, their conference. And then I was like, I'm like, okay, well, if I'm going to wait all this time for it to cash, Byron at -400 to win the league, that's fucking easy. That's a free leg. It wasn't this year because of Tuchel ball, but Byron fans are livid. Legs even shared some of the tweets. Like, Byron fans are already so sick of Leverkusen celebrating in their face. And how did they correct that? They bless Arsenal at the Allianz. By the way, other than Dortmund, this is like the other 2 stadiums aren't going to be lit at all. Like, City's stadium fucking sucks, and so does whatever the replacement.
The stadium doesn't suck; it's just empty.
Right, it's empty, yeah. So this is going to be one of the most hostile places on earth. We know the Byron Ultras are absolutely insane. look, even though I say all this, I don't see Byron keeping a clean sheet, so I'm probably going to take goals again here. Both teams to score over 2.5 at -120. Kane on an anytime goal. He takes penalty kicks, obviously. +125. Got to play that. Saka to score or assist at +145. I think that's a great number. I know he didn't have very much involvement last time, but this is the same thing with Mbappe. If I get burned going back to the well on Musiala, then so be it. Because if you're going to hang +195 on Musiala to score or assist, I'm going to take it every damn time. The other one I want to mention is Odegaard wearing the armband for Arsenal. His to score or assist at +195, I think, is pretty disrespectful. Saka's shot on target is only like -137, probably a little too juiced for a standalone. That's a great first half market. Arsenal showed that they can possess a bunch of the ball, and when they get it into the final third, it doesn't matter if it's a good shot or a bad shot. They're going to rip it. Unlike, Byron, where I don't want to say they weren't having as much possession in the final third, but Byron was extremely clinical. Both of their shots that they put on frame ended up in the back of the net. And the one that went off the post, that's technically not on target. So, again, that's a technicality, but yeah, 2 of their 3 shots on target are off the woodwork, are in the back of the net. Byron's very clinical. They finish their chances when they get looks. So yeah, it might be tough to take some shot on target numbers there, but I think Byron's going to let it fly. They have absolutely nothing to lose. They're the ones with no pressure on them. They've been here before. They know what it's like to be this deep into the UCL, and they have their fans behind them. Arsenal's the one who is shitting their pants because they're staring down the barrel of 6-time UCL champions Byron in their own building. So yeah, I love it. I love all of that stuff. And I'll let Leg go because I have a bunch of shot on target numbers that I don't feel like just rattling off the top of the dome.
I was so scared to come in as hot, but I'm glad that you did because it just reinforces my feelings on the game. I mean, I agree. I think, and I have one last sneaky play I want to throw before you go. Like red card +275. Just it's going to get to a point. 70th minute, 80th minute, somebody's winning or somebody's frustrated.
We all saw that elbow came through.
You know?
Well, I mean, how easy was that fucking Kane one foul at +140? Because now the number's at -130.
Banger.
Just so you guys know. You know, it's even better if you parlayed it with a goal too. I don't know who did that. Really smart guy though.
Somebody, yeah.
Yeah, mine is just now. You know, when Oak said I don't want to just rip up a bunch of shots on target.
That's
my beer. Sane shot on target -130. He jacks for chicks all the time. But he starts on that right wing, expect him to cut in on the left, dribble way too much, have a great look, take 2 more touches, and then maybe shoot it. Musiala shot on target almost at even money. If you guys have watched this man play, especially at home, he is untouchable on that ball. We are going to see so many hack jobs trying to keep up with Musiala. He plays that Phil Foden style of street ball that he brings to an actual football pitch, and he glides with that shit. I like him to score or assist. I like him shot on target. I think he is a key factor in the attack. On top of, I know Mueller didn't start last game, but his shot on target is at -110, and his to score assist is also at an absurdly good number. So look at both those numbers. Who's playing at the 10 spot behind Harry Kane, and expect them to be feeding one of the best strikers of the last decade, Harry Kane, who is also leading that league and it has a stupid amount of goals at that arena. I'm looking at Ben White just to take a shot. Now, you might have to wait for this one. You might have to wait till like the 80th plus minute where Arsenal's down 2-0. They need any type of goal. We're going to send every big motherfucker forward. You just need this guy to get on the end of a cross at +160. You don't even need him to hit the target. Him hitting the target was +700. That's an absurdly high number. I respect Ben White going forward. I don't really respect him that much as a defender. I know he's had a great year. So apologies, Arsenal fans. But Ben White to just attempt a shot, to just jump with his eyes closed and maybe nod the ball in the direction of the net at +160, I can deal with that. I'm looking at my boy Saliba. Again, going to have to be dealing with Harry Kane. -130 for one foul. One fucking foul? Who gave up that penalty last week? Oh, shit, it was Saliba. Okay, so we can tell that you can't really hang with Harry Kane, the big boy, and then you're going to have two speedsters and Serge Gnabry, Leroy Sané. You're going to have Musiala coming at you. Enjoy avoiding one foul. Okay, that's all I'm going to say for one of the main center backs on the defensive line. Saliba, I'll take the free foul. I think who said it? Right shot on it was, of course, it was our Arsenal fan. Right shot on target. I didn't price it out, but plus 190. I don't hate that at all. He's another guy that they're going to look for on set pieces. I think he takes the
should have had one last game, but he got called for offsides. I was furious.
Real shame. I think Odegaard's Danny Phantom when it comes to big games, but he's got the armband on. His score assist number, I got it at plus 200. So, if now's the time to make an impact, Odegaard, you got the armband for a reason. Now, he hasn't proven shit to me when it comes to games that actually matter. I feel like he always kind of sinks away, or he takes that, like, hold on, let me do my best Pirlo impression where I'll sit back here and just spew the ball forward, and hopefully Saka makes something out of this, or Martinelli makes something out of this, or Trossard makes something out of this. It seems like he'll sit off and kind of – he doesn't play bad. It's just he takes himself out of the game. And it's fucking hard to watch when I have to listen to everybody talk about how great he is and, oh, Madrid really missed on this one. You wouldn't get.
No, we got Fetty.
What else? I think I'm at Kane foul too at minus 130, but the plus 140 was way more enticing.
Yeah. Just to kind of wrap up on that, the shots on target, I also find some interest in. Again, like if I get burned on it, I get burned on it. I'll live with it. Musiala at minus 105 is just way too good of a number just to hit the rectangle. Odegaard at minus 105 as well. I think that's a disrespectful number. Goretzka shot on target plus 140. Rice shot on target, like you mentioned, plus 190. Kimmich shot on target plus 250. And I had to throw this in for my my boy Nick, the Italian. De Ligt's big as fuck, man. Like, just go find his forehead. Plus 270.
You picked a Juve defender that's Dutch to shout out Nick being a Lazio fan.
That's okay. He's whack though. I'm the biggest De Ligt hater there is, dude. He's garbage.
I got pick and choose how many Italians are available to shout Nick out for.
There's about one left in the whole Champions League.
Right. So representing Italy, De Ligt, he's big as fuck. Shot on target. I personally don't have the market, but if you can get headers or header attempts or header shots on target, that's also a great look. And then, like Leg said, Ben White, I do think he might put one on frame here. And that plus 700 number is just way too long. But yeah, to wrap it all up, it's not that I don't like Arsenal. It's not that I don't think that Arsenal's capable of playing good football. It's that you are walking into the den of a wounded animal in Byron who has been watching Leverkusen shit on them all week with celebrating lifting the trophy. You don't think that gives Byron a chip on their shoulder at the fucking Allianz? You're going to get blessed, bro. Yeah. If you're not careful, you're going to get absolutely blessed.
The most brutal 7-day stretch of the season, too, for these guys, right? Like, you already played them. That Villa loss is like, you touched on it, but I don't even think it'd be quantified, like how bad that loss was in terms of psyche. And now you have to go to Germany. I couldn't agree more.
All right, Nick, are you about to be frozen in like 30 seconds here?
Let's see. Yeah, but I would say about 2 minutes.
All right, just make sure you like pose for it. No. Like do one of these where you're like, or just point like this. Yeah, just get whatever. Just make sure you get your poses in. If you do freeze in about 5 seconds here, and we're gonna get into this Man City Real Madrid game. No, he's still good. We'll see how long it lasts. All right, anyway, Man City versus Real Madrid. At the Etihad, 40 games unbeaten at the Etihad. Real Madrid has never beaten them at the Etihad. Wow, that Etihad looking real good, isn't it? There was a long list of teams that used to say that too. Bayern's on that list. We'll see if they still feel that way. Liverpool is on that list. We'll see if they still feel that way. Chelsea was on that list, defending that UCL title. You got your ass beat at home too. So I'm not saying that we're going to go into the Etihad and beat the living shit out of you. But the more English people I hear talking shit to me, the more it makes me want to get confident because they're building up themselves to get really let down. Because there's one team that goes in and ruins everybody's records and makes every good team feel like little-ass boys in the Champions League, and it is Real Madrid. So I don't know where all this confidence came from, Man City, because not just 2 years ago, you watched us knock you the fuck out. So I'm glad you guys won your treble last year. That was awesome. Great team. Pep, great manager. You still got some injuries. I know you guys. Some of you guys are excited that Kyle Walker's coming back. Should you be that excited? So Kyle Walker, fresh off injury, guarding Vinny. Do you really think that's a good idea? Do we really think that's a good idea? If you really want to play it safe, I think Madrid on the double chance, because this could easily go into added time. Plus 120 for a double chance. That's a fucking fantastic number for Madrid. I've actually never seen that number besides if Madrid is down like 2-0 or something and I live them at half. Otherwise, that's I can't even say this is a disrespectful number because I understand why they're doing it with City's record and how they've been playing football. But to me, as a Madrid fan in the Champions League, that's fucking disrespectful. You think that we won't just go tie you for a plus sign? That's fucking wild to me. I'm looking at Vinny to score assists again. The number just went up. You guys remember when I said it's an automatic bet? Because he didn't even look that good and still got 2 assists last game. My man wasn't even good on the take-ons, wasn't even good on the dribbling, and now you're going to try to tell me that Kyle Walker, fresh off an injury, is going to stop him. So we got Jude Bellingham also returning home after a stinker of a match. And, he played solid against Mallorca, wrong the crossbar. That's another guy that I feel like you're downplaying a little bit. Rudiger's starting again. Militao's going to be back available. You kind of shafted us by giving Tchouaméni a 30-second yellow card, which I won't act like was fixed. But then when you don't give another yellow card for 40 fucking minutes, it seems a little fixed. So, I'll let
didn't even look twice at Bellingham getting his legs taken out in the box.
Yeah, and that Ruben Diaz tackle that everyone's trying to hype up is such a great tackle. It looks like he misses the ball, then kind of sits on it and just swipes Jude's legs out. So now if you touch the legs before you touch the ball, I was under the impression that's a foul. Whatever, great tackle, I guess, if they're not going to call it. It's all good.
Consistency, man. What do we say?
Little confused also. The other play, I don't know, right before Bernardo scored that free kick, which well taken. We got to be better than that. But Vinny was about to break away and somebody swept his legs out and the ref was just like,
nope, that's fine.
I'm just really confused, just different things, and they announced we have some Italian ref, Daniele something. So we'll see how it goes. I don't have any complaints about him. Other people are saying, wow, we're fucked, which I guess is just Madrid fans being upset that there is a ref at the game.
Right, yeah. Any ref is going to piss off the majority of Madrid Twitter, so.
He should be okay. I don't think he's going to let the game get out of line. Man, I don't need to defend Real Madrid to you guys. I think you took absolutely my thought process into account here. I think they probably feel a little bummed after the last leg to not be up a goal. That's not to say
that was
City.
The worst part. For sure.
And that's not to say City aren't City. That's not to say that they didn't take their goals well, but to give up a free kick goal always hurts. To give up a pretty late goal against the run of play, I thought always hurts.
Yeah, that thing was a worldie, dude.
So, that's a little bit shitty, but they're definitely going in with the belief that they can get something done. City will also be somewhat focused on the Premier League. That's not to say they can't manage both. Obviously they can, but it's something to take into account, and I think I'm going to take it even further than double chance, dude. Give me Real Madrid +1 at -125. I will lay a little bit of extra juice. I think worst case scenario, Madrid lose by a goal. You're going to push. I think you get a full cash in that one. And the most disrespectful line that I had of this entire show was going to be that Vinny to score or assist +160.
Yep.
I don't understand how anybody can see that and not take it because, like you guys said, it's automatic. This guy is involved in every single goal, period.
Yeah.
I don't hate this at all.
Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and puff my chest and demand that people take Madrid on the money line. The double chance at +135 is good enough. Yes, I did say I didn't shop around a ton, but I did find +135 on a double chance. I think that's a great number. I don't hate your +1 angle either, because I really just don't see City blowing us out. That's not their play style. And now, again, before I tear into a bunch of bets, I got to give you some qualitative stuff here, so that you guys really do kind of understand what it is and what the skill gap is that we're talking about. when Leg says that there was about 0.6 to 0.5 XG for each team last game, that's not bullshit. Like, that's really what the XG was. That's what it takes to perform at this level. That's what coming through Champions League and really being built for this shit is. When you see Vinny's goal last year at home versus City, that had an XG of like 0.025 because he comes off the defender, he barely gets around him, and then he curls it away from the keeper into the fucking right against the left post. That ball is not supposed to go in. It takes absolute world beaters to do shit like that. And that's why my neighbors hate me, because I'm running around my living room, pulling my shirt off, celebrating this stuff, because that shit is, for me, I see it a lot because I'm a Madrid fan, but that's what it takes to win the UCL. And it's not luck. It's a combination of all your preparation for the last 60 games you played coming to the biggest moments under the brightest lights. And Madrid and City both aren't shying away from that. That's my bugaboo, I guess, with Arsenal is Arsenal hasn't proved it to me that they can do anything like that yet. Mm-hmm. But these teams have. So I like Madrid here on the double chance. I'm going to take Madrid on the team total again because you're hanging plus 230 on us to get 2 goals. Like, I don't see City having the defense to keep us out of the back of the net twice. And if they do, congratulations. But that probably means it's a draw and we're headed to extra time. Well, both teams to score over 2.5 here. Very playable number, -110, -105. Foden to score or assist is +110. I'm not going to give you all of Madrid stuff. Like, there's very good value on City. And I would be a fool to handicap in a way that makes me a fan and not a handicapper. So that Foden's to score or assist +110, disrespectful ass number. Vinny to score or assist +170, disrespectful ass number. Jude in England on English soil for the Champions League +200. Are you kidding me? Yeah, give me that to score or assist. Rodrigo to score or assist. We saw all his goal involvements. We also know that Rodrigo is the one who blessed City into the shadow realm as a sub with 2 headers, and we went and won a UCL title over Liverpool. His to score assist is +220. Rodrigo's shot on target by itself is -117. I dare you to go find me a game this year Rodrigo started where he didn't have a shot on target. Grealish shot on target. Didn't get credit for one. They called it a cross. Lunin came out and grabbed it. I thought that was kind of bullshit. He should have gotten credit for that. But anyway.
Put it on that, Jack.
Yeah. Grealish -110 for a shot on target. Great number. Bellingham shot on target is -103. That's straight up disrespectful. Rodri shot on target +115. Fetty shot on target +200. And if you saw Fetty's goal, that was the in my opinion, I'm also a big Fetty guy, so I'm probably biased here. I thought that was the goal of Champions League week. But if you watched the one that he missed and jacked all the way up into row Z, it's because he thought about it for half a second. Like, you literally saw the stutter step. He didn't think twice the next time he saw the ball, and he planted that rocket in the back of the net because that's who Fetty is. So I might even take him for a goal. But Fetty shot on target at +200, disrespectful ass number. Vinny, 2 shots on target +340, disrespectful ass number. Kamavinga shot on target +350. You saw that when he scored from 48 yards outside the box, right? Like, that shit. Whatever. He basically scored it from half field.
I don't hate Silva goal or assist at +200.
I was gonna say we're not giving Silva. He literally scores against us every time we play.
Yeah. Rodrigo 2 shots on target is +460. Again, like, find me a game Rodrigo's started where he hasn't put a shot on frame, and I don't know, maybe I'll send you some merch, but like, that shit just doesn't happen. Rudiger, he's our guy on aerials, header, shot on target +500. That's without it being a header. If you get that market, it'll be more. Sneaky look here. Danny Carvajal shot on target, especially if we're down late. Other really sneaky good look. Danny Carvajal assist. Go watch us bless when we beat City last in the Champions League. That ball came in from Danny Carvajal. Danny Carvajal is always bombing down that right side, putting in great crosses that somebody's can get a header up on and finish. So, yeah, Danny for an assist is a sneaky, sneaky good look here.
Uh-oh. Bird found you out, bro.
Bird has plenty of merch.
When I first started reading it, I thought it was like the stat was going to be from like 2003.
2002, yeah.
Nice work, Bird.
Yeah.
He dared you.
He did. I appreciate the reality check, Bird.
All right. I got Vinny to score assists plus 170. I thought KDB to score assists, like it's a bettable number. I wouldn't take it at minus 120, but I don't know how he wouldn't. If he's going to play, I don't know how he wouldn't impact the game.
Yeah.
Vinny shot on target minus 160. I can work with that. KDB shot on target minus 140. I can work with that. Rodrigo shot on target minus 120. Bellingham shot on target, like you said. I like Bernardo Silva to score assists at plus 185. I have Stones for one foul at plus 125 if he's playing. Plus 125 for one foul. If you're in the midfield or if you're playing back, you're going to have to see Vinny or you're going to have to deal with Camavinga because I know he's starting because Tchouameni's out. Also, the people that keep dropping our starting lineups, you have no fucking idea and you're pissing me off. All right? Stop dropping our lineups. You don't fucking know. We literally watched you lie last week. Oh, Tchouameni might not play. Oh, never mind. He's starting. Shut the fuck up. What is it? Ravello? Shut the fuck up. You don't know shit. I like Madrid double chance. And if you are really feeling Madrid to be like the really confident pick, Madrid to advance is plus 286. Walker, if Kyle Walker starts, Kyle Walker for 2 fouls is plus 230. I know you guys think you have a Vinny stopper. No, you fucking don't. You're going to get a foul from him in the first 5 minutes, and then you might sweat a little bit. Maybe he'll ease off a little bit. But then when it comes down to it, when Vinny's dribbling at you, there's two choices. You either make the perfect tackle or you go, oh, fucking grab him.
Yep.
And 80% of the time, it's oh, fucking grab him. That's all I'm going to say. So, a couple matchups here and there, Vinny versus Kyle Walker. I don't hate that at all. I don't know if Kyle Walker is going to be playing. I would definitely not start him, but I am not Pep Guardiola.
You know what?
What?
I'm going to be playing Real Madrid plus 425, Real Madrid to advance plus 235, and Real plus 1 goal because you will never again see Real Madrid at plus 425.
Nope.
I've never seen it. Now, of course, I haven't looked at every single game line that they've ever played in, but in the many years that I've been pretty closely looking at lines, I've never seen a number like that on Madrid, so I have to take it out of principle. Have to.
I would go with you, except for I'm sitting on a fat full unit ticket of Madrid to win the Champions League at plus 1,500.
I'm on a fat 5-unit ticket on Madrid to win the Champions League.
Yeah, so I got Madrid to win the Champions League at plus 1,500, and if we get past this one, who the fuck's stopping us?
No one.
I just have when Fetty shot on target, I saw it plus 195.
Plus 200, easy.
That's crazy to me. Just what you saw last week and like the audacity he has to just take chances and the range that he has, and you're not going to be able to close him out all the time. Just what we do on set pieces that have him involved just to hit a rectangle. It seems pretty easy to me. Also, love when Fetty came out and said, yeah, look, it felt like a loss. And you know what? I know Pep is like, oh, we had schedule congestion, blah, blah, blah. Fetty goes, I didn't like not playing. I want to play. I want to play every 3 fucking days. I want to play. That makes me more tuned up. I love it. Give me that energy, Fetty. Oh, yeah, he's played in all 44 of our matches this year, too. Fetty is just an absolute machine. He's just got a Bugatti engine. He's I don't know. People have the audacity him and Rodri. Most complete best midfielders in the world right now, it's him and Rodri. I love Toni Kroos, and that's my midfielder. KDB can have his shouts, even though he's really a winger. But we're talking full-on, complete midfielders. What you want? Rodri, Fetty Valverde. They do everything, legitimately everything. Passing, dribbling, defensively, shooting, all of it. They can challenge in the air. They can put a cruncher in. Like, they do it all. So they can break lines. They can get back. They can keep you from getting the line broken. Yeah, they're the best. And I hate to be that guy again, but like this really is just the best Champions League game you're going to find. I'm glad it's not the final because then we get to watch it twice. But
first time didn't disappoint.
Yeah, just a shame that it had to come so early. And, it's just a shame that all the English teams are going to be knocked out after this. So it's going to be what a shame. Yeah, that would be good for, I think, Italy and Germany for the coefficients. And which also I want to say the coefficient kind of bullshit. You get an extra Champions League spots. You only got teams in Champions League. How the fuck is Italy in second? Are they really dominating Europa League and Conference League that bad? What the fuck? This is bullshit. We're fucking we got 3 teams in the Champions League still.
The past 2 years, man. Last year they had a team in the final in every competition. The past 2 years they've been pretty much dominating. So can't knock it.
Hey, congratulations. Atalanta now gets to say they're the last team to win in Anfield.
Yeah.
Because prior to that, it was us. And then prior to that,
Crystal Palace.
Oh, that's right. Crystal Palace. Oh, yeah. Shit. That happened real quick. God damn.
Sorry. They had it for 2 days. 3 days.
Damn. I was going to say before that, the last English team is Leeds with Jesse Marsh, who plays in the championship now. Jesse Marsh, the fact that he doesn't have a job is just absolutely outrageous to me.
Yeah. I would love for him to be the coach of the U.S. national team.
Yeah. You think he would leave Pepe at home when we can't score goals?
I still would take Jose Mourinho, if we're being completely honest.
Facts. I'll take anybody that's not Burrholzer.
Fact.
Yeah, I'm Brazilian until that guy leaves. All right, last thing, guys. You know what's disgusting about this, Nick, is how right I was when KDB went out sick. I was like, look, now fucking Bernardo Silva's douchebag ass is going to score. And he scored maybe 6 minutes after I said it. Scumbag. Fuck that guy. I'm going to go first this time. We're going to switch the order up.
Word.
If you're new here, this is the UCL guy wheel. We got French guy, English dude, Portuguese guy, Brazilian, German bull, and French guy. I don't know if I said that already because it's spinning in a circle. And then I got a couple miscellaneous for all the other countries. You're gonna get your guy, get your miscellaneous guy, and you pick a goal scorer. All right, pretty easy. I'm going first. I feel like, is this a banger wheel? I think the song's a banger.
This is the banger wheel, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. This goes ham. All right. I guess I'm taking Musiala.
All right.
Oh, my pen is under me. Musiala.
I'm hoping to get French guy for the 4th straight week.
See
if we can do it.
I hope I just threw it off by going first because now I'm going to let Oaks go and you're going to go last.
No. Oh, that's fine.
Hey, I froze.
Hey, we almost made it through the show.
We're close. You didn't pose. You had one job, Nick.
I didn't realize I was going to freeze, dude.
What's on the wheel? French guy, Brazilian, Portuguese. So
you can pick like Holland. You can pick KDB. You can pick who's the other guy? Technically, you can pick Asensio, Morata.
I'm gonna take Fetty.
You're gonna take Fetty?
I'm gonna take Fetty, the Uruguayan. Oh shit! Actually, Bird's right. No, I'm gonna take Louis.
That would make more sense. Is that what you took last week?
I think I took him.
Oh, so you didn't get French guy last week? Is that what you're telling me?
I know. I was exaggerating for effect.
God damn it, Nick! You know I believe everything I hear on the internet. All right, here we go. Oh, and miscellaneous. All right, you got miscellaneous, but I will give you French guy also.
Miscellaneous, huh?
Yeah, you got miscellaneous, and Lewandowski is taken.
All right, I'm gonna go with.
I can't tell how hard he's thinking because I can't.
No, I want to do something like outside of the box. I'm gonna go with Mateo Kovacic plus 600.
That's a really fucked up pick.
I don't know, just random. I tried to not go with.
I won't lie to you, that one hurts my feelings. And he's not going to play because KDB is actually going to start.
We'll see.
Yeah, tell him, Bird. That's fucking rude. You're going to have him score against his old team who gave him all of his Champions Leagues? That's fucked up. All right, that's all we got for you guys. We got the round robin is Musiala, Lewandowski, and Kovacic for goals.
Yep.
Nick Dembele. Damn. See, look, I'm glad Bird wasn't listening when I was like, do you guys honestly think that Dembele should respect you at all?
All right, if you want me to actually do it for like the round robin, I would go with someone like Haaland.
No, it's too late. I heard Kovacic.
Hey,
You know, if one person doesn't play, that means the other two are going to hit. That's just
the
how
last time we did a 3-man show, we hit our round robin too.
That's
I'm
fact.
just saying.
No,
I see. Now I wasn't taking it seriously. I was trying to throw some
Yeah.
big ass juiced odds in there. Now you gotta give me a second to.
I mean, Fetty's sitting right there, bro.
Let's see.
Now we're good. Oh, Nick's
No,
still
hold
going.
on.
All right, Nick, you got
Hold
this.
on, man.
I trust you. I'm putting Kovacic in because now if he
No,
scores,
no.
I'll feel like an asshole.
Nope.
No, I'm putting it in
Give
right now.
me.
Now too.
Where's my boy Fulkrug from Dortmund?
Is he German?
He's German.
Is he? He don't count.
100% German. Yeah.
Damn.
Yamal, we don't have Spanish guy on there.
Malin.
Yeah, Daniel Malin. If you want.
Let's do Malin. Okay, I'm with it.
Little Dutch boy in there. All right. Or Italian, as Oaks would say. I can't wait to put in Kovacic and that shit hits. I'm going to take Kovacic to score from outside the box. It's going to be a fucking scream. It's going to be so sick. It's going to be like plus 1,200. All right, guys. That's all I got for you. Make sure you guys tune in on Wednesday. We will be back. We'll be back for Fuck Yous and to talk about last week's slate and next week's slate. Make sure you guys check out Nick's show that I know he does on Wednesday. I don't know when he drops it. Nick, when do you drop your show?
Usually Thursday.
All right. So make sure you got us Wednesday, Nick Thursday, Bet US La Liga with Oaks later on Thursday. So you can get Nick in the morning and Oaks later on.
I got an announcement too, real quick. New baseball show coming 3 times a week with my boy Josh. It's gonna be short. It's pre-recorded. We're gonna try and keep it 15, 20 minutes. But yeah, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays. So you'll find all of that. I'll make sure to share the links with Leg. I'm on Twitter, Discord, all that shit. You guys know where to find me at this point.
Yo, Nick, between me and you, there's no fucking way that Oaks keeps that under 15 minutes.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna come in and fucking stopwatch it like the umpires in MLB.
Oh, you're gonna put pitch clock on me?
Pitch clock on you.
Reference.
I would never do that.
All right, but everything is down. Links below. Follow us on Twitter at 2foottalk. You can follow me at a young leg, Oaks at BurrOaks. Scroll down in the description. All the links are right there. Go get you some drip on tftdrip.com. Got all the pineapple team gear, BurrOaks gear that you would ever need. Make sure you follow Nick at Nick Diani. It's right there if you guys can't spell. I know Italian last names are very difficult. Don't worry, it's right there on the fucking screen. You see this right down there? See what I'm pointing at? That's just go on Twitter and you can type that in. Shit, if you're watching us on Twitter right now, you can probably just go to our tweets and click his name and you're good. You got an Italian correspondent right there for you guys. Nick Dembele, as they like to call him in Spain. But all right, that's all I got for you guys. Nick, thank you for joining us, fellas. It's been a pleasure. Midweek football always is. We'll be back again for the semifinals, I guess. It's always crazy. It goes by so quick, everyone. Fuck what you heard.
That's what you're hearing.
We're 2 foot talking, Nick.
We out.
Appreciate you.